Everyone talks about how to invest. Few talk about how to afford to invest. Because the truth is, your investment journey doesn't begin in the stock market. It begins with your budget. You can't grow what you can't manage. You can't invest confidently if every expense feels like a crisis. For most people, money slips away quietly, like through habits, emotions, and distractions. They earn more each year, but yet feel just as broke. That's not a lack of income. It's a lack of control. Smart budgeting isn't about cutting joy. It's about creating freedom. It's the foundation that allows your investments to grow, your stress to fade, and your goals to finally take shape. Today, we're diving deep into how smart investors manage their money differently, not through restriction, but through intentional design. Because when you learn to control your cash flow, you stop surviving and start building. 1. Redefine budgeting as a wealth tool, not a restriction. Most people hear budget and think limits, but investors hear it and think leverage. A smart budget isn't about saying no, it's about knowing why you say yes. It's not a spreadsheet. It's a strategy that directs your money toward your goals instead of letting it drift away. Every dollar you earn has potential, but without direction, it disappears into convenience, impulse, and short-term comfort. A budget transforms money from something you chase into something you command. It's the investor's first line of defense, a plan that ensures you always have capital ready to deploy when opportunity knocks. Imagine this. Two people earn the same salary. One invests $500 a month, the other invests nothing. In 15 years, the first has a six-figure portfolio, while the other has only memories of what they spent. That's the silent power of budgeting. Not control for the sake of saving, but freedom for the sake of investing. Budgeting is your permission slip to build wealth, not your punishment for spending. 2. The 50-30-20 rule and how investors adjust it. A simple framework can change everything. The 50-30-20 rule suggests 50% for needs, rent, bills, essentials, 30% for wants, lifestyle, entertainment, 20% for savings and investments. But smart investors don't stop there. They customize it. They flip the formula when possible, 40-30-30, dedicating more to investment and less to consumption. Because every extra 1% you invest today buys you years of freedom tomorrow. Think about it this way. Every dollar you don't spend unnecessarily isn't lost, it's redeployed. It's not sacrifice, it's strategy. The investor mindset isn't, I can't afford it, but would this dollar serve me better working for me? When you start treating investments as mandatory expenses like rent or electricity, consistency becomes natural. Your budget transforms from a cage into a machine, one that funds your future while still letting you enjoy the present. Over time, you realize that wealth isn't built from massive leaps, but from disciplined, repeated choices that compound invisibly. 3. Automate your financial flow. The smartest investors automate not because they're lazy, but because they understand psychology. When you leave decisions to emotion, inconsistency wins. When you automate, discipline becomes effortless. Set up automatic transfers that move a portion of your income directly into your investment accounts or savings as soon as you get paid. Pay yourself first, not last. When you treat investing as non-negotiable, your spending adjusts automatically. Automation removes friction. It protects you from the emotional temptation of maybe next month. Because let's be honest, if you wait until you feel ready to invest, you never will. Smart budgeting isn't about willpower, it's about structure. The less energy you spend managing money, the more energy you have to grow it. Systems beat motivation every single time. Once your investment pipeline runs automatically, your wealth begins to grow quietly in the background, while you live your life confidently in the present. 4. Eliminate financial leaks and emotional spending. Most budgets fail, not because of big expenses, but small leaks. The forgotten subscriptions, the endless delivery fees, it's just $5 moments that add up to hundreds. Investors see these not as guilty pleasures, but as opportunity costs. Ask yourself, what's stealing from my future wealth without improving my present life? Then start trimming ruthlessly but mindfully. Cancel what you don't use, replace what you don't need, and question every auto-renew like it's draining your freedom. Because it is. Emotional spending is the biggest enemy of financial peace. We buy to celebrate, to comfort, to escape. But money spent on impulse rarely buys lasting satisfaction. Smart budgeting replaces emotional spending with intentional rewarding. Spend on things that truly align with your values, not your moods. When your money finally reflects your priorities, you stop feeling guilt about spending and start feeling clarity about growing. 5. Build a cushion. the investor's safety net. Before you chase big returns, you need small protections. An emergency fund isn't optional. It's your investment insurance, because nothing derails a wealth plan faster than having to sell investments early just to survive an unexpected bill. Aim for 3 to 6 months of living expenses in a high-yield savings account or money market fund. This buffer gives you the psychological strength to stay calm during market dips and avoid debt traps when life surprises you. Think of your cushion as a moat. It keeps panic out and stability in. When your foundation is secure, your investments can grow without interruption. Peace of mind is a dividend that compounds just like your portfolio. With a safety net in place, every risk feels smaller, every goal feels closer, and every investment becomes a decision made from confidence, not fear. 6. Budget for growth, not just survival. A powerful investor's budget doesn't just focus on cutting expenses. It focuses on expanding income. You can only save so much, but you can always earn more. Set aside time and resources each month for skill building, certifications, or side ventures that expand your earning potential. Growth budgeting means allocating money toward your future capacity, not just your current comfort. Every dollar spent learning a valuable skill or launching a project is an investment in your long-term wealth. Also, budget for joy. Yes, joy. When you plan small rewards within your system, you stay consistent longer. Discipline without delight burns out. Smart budgeting balances both. Remember, the goal isn't to live cheap, it's to live intentionally. Every expense should either enhance your quality of life or accelerate your financial independence. Nothing in between. 7. Review, refine, and reinvest. A budget isn't static. It evolves as you do. Revisit your spending plan every few months. Look at what's working, what's leaking, and where you can increase investment contributions. Small adjustments made consistently lead to massive results over time. Reviewing your budget also reinforces awareness. And awareness is wealth. You start recognizing patterns, trimming waste, and celebrating progress. That clarity becomes addictive, because you're not just managing money anymore, you're mastering it. Each month, as your savings grow and your investments multiply, remember this: budgeting isn't about limiting your life. It's about designing your freedom. It's the quiet, consistent act that turns financial chaos into confidence. So remember, investing doesn't start with a stock pick or a crypto coin. It starts with control. Budgeting isn't boring, it's the language of financial independence. When you learn to save smarter, invest consistently, and spend intentionally, stress fades, and freedom begins. If this video helped you see budgeting in a new light, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who still thinks budgeting is just cutting back. Remind them, budgeting isn't about less, it's about more. More clarity, more peace, more wealth. Because the smarter you budget, the freer you become. And the freer you become, the faster your money learns to work for you.